Sushi chefs in Japan take decades to master their trade, and we can appreciate the perfection and precision of the beautiful sushi they create. I've never been professionally taught how to make sushi, but as a mother with a family that loves sushi, it was something I had to figure out. I'm happy to say it's so much easier to make simple homemade sushi than I thought. Today I'm going to show you the process I follow so that you too can make simple sushi at home. These are the ingredients we need. Of course, we've got our roasted seaweed or nori sheet. This, along with a few of these other ingredients, are readily available in our local supermarkets. Just look out for them, they're usually all together. Over here we've got some short grain rice, then we've got some rice wine vinegar. We've also got some Kewpie mayonnaise. This is an egg yolk based mayonnaise, but actually any mayonnaise will work fine. For the filling today, I have some spinach leaves, a carrot, and some lemon pepper tuna. Although you could use salmon or chicken, or keep it vegetarian and add vegetables like fresh avocado. And lastly, we have our condiments: pickled ginger, wasabi paste, and soy sauce. Let's get straight into it and prepare the rice. Good homemade sushi starts with well-prepared rice. As with all rice, it's best to wash it before you cook it. Pop it into a colander and run some cold water over it until the water runs clear. Then pop it into a pot with a tight-fitting lid. I find the best method to cook the rice is the absorption method. I don't usually measure out the water. I just put it up to the first knuckle on my index finger from the top of the rice. But if you like to be more accurate, as a general rule of thumb for cooking the rice, use 2 cups of rice to 3 cups of water, or a ratio of 1 to 1.5. Add a little salt and then bring it to a vigorous boil. Once it's boiling, turn off the heat, but don't touch the lid. Leave it on the element so the rice can completely absorb the water. It will take about 30 minutes or so. When the water is all absorbed, transfer the rice to a larger bowl so that it can cool down quickly. Add a generous drizzle of the rice wine vinegar. This adds a nice flavour and almost seasons the rice. It is possible to enhance the rice wine vinegar by adding extra ingredients, but I'm keeping it simple today. While the rice is cooling down, we can prepare our filling ingredients. I like to peel the carrot and then peel off some thin ribbons. They work well in the filling, and since it's cut so thin, it doesn't hinder the ability to roll up the sushi. I'm also going to drain the liquid off the tuna. We don't want it too wet when we add it to the sushi. Here's the cooled rice, so we're ready to make our maki rolls. Oh, one last thing we need is a bowl of water. This is a must as the rice can be very sticky. So maki rolls have the sushi sheet on the outside and the rice and fillings on the inside. The sushi sheet has got a smooth, shiny side and a rough, more matte looking side. Make sure you put the smooth side down. It also has some lines which are cutting guides, but I personally find that they become invisible when you've made the sushi, so they aren't much help at all. Although they are good for reminding you which way the sushi sheet goes. The lines need to run vertically. Now we can add the rice. If you stick a spoon or something into the rice, it's going to stick to everything. So I find the best way is to wet my hands, and then you can easily pick up the rice and push it onto the sushi sheet. Leave a little gap at the edge closest to you and about 1 inch or so at the top end. Fill in the rest, making sure you get as close to the side edges as possible. Try to keep the thickness of the rice even all over. Then you can add a generous strip of mayonnaise. Kewpie is the genuine Japanese egg yolk mayonnaise, and it does taste the best. But in saying that, if you only have regular mayo or no mayo at all, it isn't essential. Then add your fillings along the strip of mayo. I love the colours of the green spinach and the orange carrot together. Lastly, add the tuna or whatever other fillings you're using. Just before we roll this up, dampen the top edge by dipping your finger into the water bowl and running it along the top edge of the sushi sheet. This makes it sticky. Then roll up the sushi from the bottom. Tuck the bottom edge under the filling and roll it over. Be firm but gentle. Some people like to use a bamboo sushi mat to help with this, but I find it's just as easy without one. The best advice I have is to not overfill it. Some great things about homemade sushi are that they're a fairly healthy option, they can easily be gluten and dairy free, they make a great finger food, and you can add your favourite fillings. You can make sushi with a variety of fillings to meet a range of tastes and dietary requirements. Today I'm going to arrange the sushi on this large serving board. If I put the condiment bowls in the centre, it'll give me a good guide for where to start placing the sushi pieces. I like to cut each roll into 8 pieces, and I find it's easiest to cut the roll in half, then in half again, and then each quarter in half. If your edges haven't got much substance and look like they're going to fall apart, you can cut them off, meaning you'll get 6 pieces per roll. But I don't like wasting any, so I just make sure I plate it with the edge piece facing down. You could wipe your knife in between cuts if you like, but it doesn't usually leave a residue, so I don't worry. The last thing we need to do is fill the condiment bowls. I'm going to put the ginger on here. Don't forget to bunch it up a little so it doesn't look all flat. Then I'll put some soy sauce for dipping in the middle ramekin. Alternatively, you could use the little individual soy sauce portions. Lastly, I'll add a good squeeze of wasabi here, or you could put the tube on the platter for everyone to help themselves. Now you know the basics of sushi making and have seen how easy it really is. You could experiment with uramaki or California rolls, where the rice is on the outside. Otherwise, if you want to give something similar a try, these fresh spring rolls go down a treat. Check out this older video to see how easy they are to make. See you over there.